In my opinion, in order for your fitness training to be considered holistic, another word should come into mind, and that's mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is basically being 100% present in the moment. Not thinking about anything else and not having any other distractions. Let's start our holistic fitness training with some bouncing. Now, while we're doing this, you should be focused solely on the bounce. Don't be distracted by others around you, your phone, TV. Focus on staying loose and hollow, making sure your body is responsive and your muscles are letting go. After about a minute of bouncing, we're going to make our way to the ground. We're going to lie down on our backs, and then we're going to do some pelvic tilt holds. As you can see here, I rolled my hips forward and I made sure that my lower back was flat and pressed along the ground. After about 10 seconds, you can let go of the contraction, rest for a few, and then get back into it. Rolling into the pelvic tilt, holding, and letting go. When you're doing this posterior pelvic tilt, think of your tailbone going towards your feet. And again, you want to take that arch out of your lower back. You want to make sure that your back, specifically your lower back, is pressed against the floor. After a handful of those, we're going to go into some modified bridge holds. Making sure your feet are nice and close to your bum. You're going to lift your hips in the air and you're going to try to extend your spine as much as you can, opening your hips as much as you can. Once again, be completely aware of your body. Be aware of its positioning. Be aware of your breathing. Making sure you can hold this position strong. Making sure you can keep your breathing nice and relaxed. You'll do a handful of these, holding for about 10 to 15 seconds at a time, engaging your glutes, pressing your heels through the floor. Now we're going to work our way to a child's pose position. Today, we're not going to hold the child's pose in an isometric fashion. We're actually going to try to mobilize our body while we're in this position. Notice how I'm rolling my hips forward, back and forth with my spine. I'm actually shaking my hips side to side, pressing my fingertips into the ground to try to open up the shoulders even further. Try to find a bunch of different ways that you can move around while you're in this position. This is going to help you become more aware of your body while in this position, therefore becoming mindful and present in the moment. And again, this is what a holistic fitness training session is all about. Slowly get out of that position, shake your arms, and let's get ready to go into our rollbacks. What you're going to do is make sure that you are on a mat. If you're used to doing this, you can do this on a hard surface, but I'm going to show you on my yoga mat. We're going to roll back to our upper neck and stick our legs out past our head and hold this position anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds, rolling back up to the feet and then back into the position. Here is a regression if this movement is too much for you. While you're in this position, try to focus on balancing on your head, neck, and upper shoulder area. Making sure not to hold your breath. Try to breathe, stay relaxed and calm for the duration of this exercise. You can do anywhere from 10 to 15 rollbacks, whatever feels good for you. Now we're gonna work our way into a 90-90 position. We're gonna do our 90-90 transition, but this time we're gonna lie back on our back and then transition to the opposite side. Now this is a pattern that will really have to help you focus on being gentle with the ground. I love doing groundwork and communicating with the ground, making sure that you're not clunking your arms down, making sure you're not hitting any bone. You need to be able to navigate on the soft spots on your body or roll on the muscle. You can see here how I actually lower myself down, starting with my hand rolling onto my forearm, and I'll tuck my arm into the side of my body, then rolling to the other side, and then I'll repeat the same thing as I come back in the other direction. Once again, this movement should be gentle, and you shouldn't feel any hard bumps or slaps while you're doing this. You should be able to be relatively quiet while performing this pattern and mostly every other pattern. That shows me that you have absolute control in this position. Another good way to help stay within your mind and stay present within the moment is to get into a passive hang. To me, this feels incredibly good. What you're gonna do is you're going to find a bar, hang on it, and don't do anything else. Don't worry about pull-ups, chin-ups, forget that. Just focus on staying loose, letting your shoulders come up to your ears, and letting gravity do its work. Focus on your breathing and staying calm for the duration of the hang. I'm gonna do a minute. You can go as long as you would like. Also, if you don't have a space to hang from in your house, here is a position that you can work on that will help you work on retracting and elevating the shoulders, which is a quality that you'll get while you're in a hanging position. And finally, at the end of our movement practice, I'm gonna go into a meditative state. This is really going to once again take us to the whole mind, body, and spirit connection, which is truly what is holistic fitness. Now I'm gonna go into a deep squat position, and today, once again, I'm really liking this bouncing pattern, so I'm gonna keep that bouncing quality within my deep squat. I'm trying not to think about anything else except staying loose in the bounce, being completely aware of my body within this present moment. Guys, I truly hope you got something from this video. Make sure you watch one of the other videos that are on the screen right now to learn more ways to incorporate exercise and fitness and movement into your everyday life. As always, this is Joey saying be kind to one another and move well. Peace.